Hello everyone, day 84 in Blueprints. What are we gonna do today? I don't know. I guess we're gonna try and find some blue memos in Blueprints. But I guess we're also gonna try and find more. I'm really scared about the memos that are in the treasure trove. Oh yeah, don't we want to try what the two? Oh, we've got a foundation. Yay! Don't we want to try and get 2 rooms to the? Did I write it down? I think I did. I think I added it to my big questions if I remember correctly. Yes, outside room, the foyer, the treasure trove, and the tunnel were all ones that I thought might be interesting if I were to put them outside. However, we've still got this for 3 more days, so after we've done this, we'll do 46 again to get the one that lets us, what's that let's do? Put random rooms in the outer room. Well, not random, you know what I mean. Put a room of our choice in the outer room. And then those ones do seem like they would be quite interesting. So we'll give that a go. Hopefully. I'm also interested in doing a classroom day at some point. We never get that anymore. Should I do another wild berry? Obviously, I hate the hovel. These two are not terrible, but these days I don't think I struggle that much, so it's kind of more fun just to do this and see what happens. Oh, it's the music room. Anything special happen? Probably not. I think in most cases the answer is no, but I do suspect there might be interesting things every now and then. We do, however, have a prism key. What else do we have today? Nothing. Okay. And normal key. And this denoted inverse, that hasn't changed. Sometimes these things do change a little bit, don't they? Do they? Maybe. This is probably the same. Yeah. Okay, I think it's all the same. It's alright with me. It's fun to see the music room in a weird place. It's cool that, there's something nice about the implementation of this game. Each room is like a box with some designated spots in it where things can appear, and that box can be spawned in many different places. It can be spawned over there. It's very. I think what's nice about it is it feels systemic. There's a system underlying it all, and despite the fact that otherwise I'm in a kind of naturalistic world, this environment with all these handcrafted architectures and things like that and objects, but underneath all that there's this system of these boxes that I can just spawn in different places, and they have there's the system of the probabilities that I can that I'll draw something in a particular place, or even the possibility of drawing something in a particular place because of the doors that need to be available and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, let's go. Let's do the breakfast nook. Oh, magnifying glass. Is there anything I want to magnify? I also want to find out about Kororika and Nuance. Maybe I should try and make the furnace stuff happen. The furnace freezer stuff happen again. And really push for it. Because otherwise I'm not really pushing for much right now. Except the blue memos. Kororika. Oh, maybe I should do some more reading today, actually. Let's do it now before I forget. So I was writing down which ones I had read already. Where did I write it down? There's a whole nother question. Here we go. So I did the bottom 2. So studio editions we'll do next. Studio editions. Just making a note. Dovecot. A towering loft serving home to many of the feathered locals of Mount Holly. As a devout birdwatcher and amateur ornithologist, Mary had petitioned her uncle for years for this to be built on the estate. Uncle, could you build me a giant dovecot, please? Just rich person things. The kennel. Home to several of Sinclair's hunting companions, it can be assumed these friendly hounds have been anxious to meet their new master. Yeah, for a while. Clock tower. Access to Mount Holly's clock tower has always been heavily restricted, which might explain why maintenance has been unable to mend the perpetually halted clock face, a testament to the unchanging winds of the sacred hour. Huh. Is there something in that? Because the sacred hour might just mean... okay. Might just be referring to the 1:30 thing, although that's not really an hour. But sometimes hour is used just to mean time, like a moment in time. Okay, I'm going to write this down though. Sacred hour. So clock tower. Description. Sacred hour. So maybe that poem is in some way just a clue to the 1:30 thing, but ooh, hold on. It's stuff about like directions. Maybe it's like directions on a compass face. It's like compass directions on a clock face. Interesting. Classroom. Exact copy of the floor plan used in the architectural design of Reddington Elementary. These copies were deployed in Mount Holly as a short-term solution to allow the curriculum to continue uninterrupted while the new school was being built in town. Solarium. Quaint floral sitting rooms surrounded entirely by tinted glass panes. The solarium is ideal for tea in the afternoons or getting to the sun without the hassle of going outside. Such hassle. The dormitory. Dormitory? Yes. I think most words that I like stumble on the pronunciation are words where there's like a slightly different pronunciation in like UK English and US English. That may or may not be true here, but that is often the case. I'll be like, wait, how do I say that word? And then afterwards I'll look it up, and it'll be like, well, it's either way. But in the UK you'd say it like this. In the US you'd say it like this. Anyway, these small sleeping quarters devoid of frills and distractions, I think I read this recently, didn't I, are ideal for the student, scholar, or denizen of academia who wish to focus on their studies without diversion or interruption. Study, sleep, rinse and repeat. I definitely did. I think I was looking at the stuff in the room from here. It's interesting that there's a space around the edge, although I can't just assume that all of those are secrets, right? I think they just want it to be a smaller room to feel more like a student dorm room, right? Vestibule, an ornately framed yet modestly sized hall. It serves the original antechamber in the old days before eventually being removed from the estate for having doors that were prone to becoming stuck. Definitely read that before. Original antechamber. Casino. The Mount Holly Casino offers an intimate and exciting setting for wagers of any scale, and guests may be surprised to discover how much strategy is involved in these machines. Sure, which are traditionally only thought of as games of chance. A buy-in of 2 gems is required for admittance into this exclusive room. To be fair, I did end up like figuring out a decent strategy for the orange ones. Maybe figuring out a strategy for the yellow one would be good, because it is implied that it's like a better one to use, but it felt worse. But maybe there's something I just hadn't figured out about it. Red rooms. Let me write this down. Red rooms. The lavatory. A room that we have not seen in a long time. A room one might go to great lengths to avoid showing guests, despite them always probing for its location. Always. I've made it rare, I guess. That's why I don't see it very often anymore. Chapel. A private sacristy, I guess. As ornate as the most lavish rooms of the estate, is watched over by 8 Aegean angels depicted in stained glass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, but wait, isn't death one? Is death the 9th? Oh my gosh, the amount of notes I've got in this game is nuts. Where are these things? Here they are. No, death is the 8th. So is death in that room? I don't remember seeing death in there. Oh no, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right, there's 7 there. Is death in there as well? It might be worth checking when I'm back there, I guess. This room was more a tribute to your uncle's vanity than it was to his faith. Okay. Maid's chamber. A typical example of the accommodations for the live-in staff of the estate. It appears this particular bedroom belongs to one of the maids. Okay. It's interesting that it's 2 types of room. It's quite unusual. Archives. Countless shelves of documents and towering file cabinets make this otherwise immense space seem small and cramped. These archives, double space there, weirdly, but I'm not going to read anything into that. These archives contain almost a century of records and files pertaining to the Sinclair family's numerous interests, many of which are sealed and unable to be accessed. Okay. Oh. Gymnasium, a half court intended for basketball and racquetball, which is seldom used by anyone apart from the junior staff during their lunch hour. At least they did before Mrs. Babbage disallowed the practice after noticing how worn out staff members were after a game. Dark room, a room dedicated to photo processing, development, and printmaking. This room is outfitted with safe lights, which provide red illumination to which the photographic material is insensitive. However, due to a faulty installation, the safe lights often overload their circuit capacity and blow a fuse. Anything interesting in the picture? I should look out for that. I've kind of been looking, but weight room. Well, there was something in here, wasn't there? An exercise room outfitted with weightlifting equipment. A good workout session here will wipe you out and leave you with little energy left for exploring. Right. But basically, the implication is every time you walk into that room, you're doing a workout. I guess. It's just abstract. It's abstracted away. Furnace, the main centralized heat source for the state. You may find yourself starting to sweat after drafting this room. I might get another row out of the way. Shops. Let's do it. Commissary. The staff commissary is always stocked with household goods and supplies at a reasonable cost. This provides the servants of the estate an invaluable service, especially to the live-in staff, who may only expect to leave the property once or twice a month. Deary me. Kitchen. A standard kitchenette with all the typical amenities, a stove, refrigerator, oven, and sink. Oh, no Oxford comma. This gallery is where the cooking staff prepares the daily cuisine that will be later served in the dining room. Okay. Locksmith I don't use very much, but then there have been times where I've regretted not using it. Considering the amount of floor plans and different doors that can appear on a given day, it was only a matter of time before a full-time locksmith service became an essential requisite on the estate. Who operated it? Why do they have to pay for it? Surely the house can just pay for the materials and then the keys can be free. Whatever. In fact, why are there any shops here? That's true for all of these. Okay, whatever, we'll ignore that. Showroom, an array of jewelry display cabinets showcasing an impressive selection of high-priced items, each unique and one of a kind. This exclusive collection is not for the faint of purse. Laundry room, a standard hub of domestic toil, complete with washers, dryers, and a state-of-the-art steam-powered unit leveraging the newly installed steam ducts leading from the boiler room. Okay, there's a bit of a clue there. Despite its innocent appearance, this inconspicuous space is room to launder more than just linen. Indeed. Could be something behind this bookcase. This cozy little bookstore is often tucked away in the most secluded corners of the estate, giving guests little opportunity to... Can you step there? I don't think you can. I think that is not how the room actually is, right? Giving guests little opportunity to appreciate the curated selection of equally rare books it offers. Titles purchased in the bookshop will be automatically added to the library's book request form, which fittingly is the only room in which this rare floor plan can be drawn. Oh. It is? Oh. You can only draw the bookshop from the library. Did I know that? I don't think I knew that. Interesting to know. I feel like I've at least forced it by doing a prism key at times, no? But then it says it's the only room in which it can be drawn. So maybe not? Okay, the armory, a stone chamber fitted with ancient weapons and armor from the Second Era. This room appears to predate almost every other room in the house. It eats them all. In the house directory, it may in fact be an authentic floor plan from one of the lost strongholds of Arinda Ares. Okay. So there's implications that other buildings in this world also follow this kind of room drafting structure, I guess. Second Era... Could I figure out anything from that? Some history, maybe? Mount Holly gift shop. Thank you for visiting Mount Holly. We hope you enjoyed your stay here. Okay, we will stop there for now. And then another time we will continue. Right. This way we go. Sure, drawing room. Grab a gem. Morning room. Morning room. Good morning. Coupon book. Into the corner of the vault. Sure. A silly place to put it, but why not? The other two weren't that appealing, so yeah. We've got keys, we've got gems, which is not bad. When is this stuff going to be useful? The passports. Do you say how many there are? Extra passports. No. Because like maybe there's vault keys I haven't found yet as well. When are these going to be relevant? Is there anything on here that rings a bell right now? I think it's going to be the names, right? It could be any of the details, to be honest. But like when and how? Grey Daniels. Suspects. They were names. Jean Ribbon. Grey Daniels. Ribbon, Daniels, Jean, Grey. Is there a pattern? Hayes, Samantha. I don't think so. They're just names. I and some kind of triangle. Nothing here, interestingly. Nothing here, but that one even had like a line as well, didn't it? Oh, it had lines underneath them all. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. ID. Oh, it's a D. It's not a triangle. ID. ID, and it's 6 lines. Is it related to the... okay. To all the other, like, 6-letter words I found. I'll add it to that section in my notes. ID. Something, 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 something. Is it going to be a word beginning with ID? Obviously it says ID because this is an ID, but I think there's something more to it than that. It is also odd that it's a lowercase I and a capital D. There's nothing hidden on these, right? Not as far as I can tell. Is there any differences in the pictures? Are they all the same picture? Swan necklace. This is the Swan Your kind of emblem. Yeah, it's the same picture. Does not say ID though, it says compromised. There may be more keys for sure. Okay. So my birthday was like January 27th? When was that? I don't remember. It wasn't too long ago, but it may have been a few days ago. Okay, back to the beginning. Okay. Oh, I still haven't gone back and looked at what the notes said in the observatory. I'll do that at some point. I definitely have seen it though, so I don't need to store it up. Let's get it. That thing again. I guess I'll make it a thing. I don't have to use it. Or maybe I'll be tempted now that it's there. We don't have a thingy yet. Could do the shop, please. Let me write this down. Box in entrance. It's interesting that that's the entrance hall and not the foyer. I guess I could do the shop. I would like to go into this corner, but let's go to the shop. Why not? Why not? It's a good one. It's a good-ish one. Shovel and salt shaker. And let's just buy stuff. I don't currently know of anything that... I'll leave the keys for now. We've got plenty. I don't currently know of anything that I'm saving money up for, so why not? I guess I'm making a bit of a winding path here. Actually, no, I'm not. Okay. Parlor, or I could do the lab. Let's just do the parlor. Somehow this thing that's like always really complicated and takes me ages is like more appealing than doing the lab stuff with the network. There's only one true box, okay? Those statements written on the other boxes are false. The box with the most words does not have gems. I mean, once again, we can meta logic it, right? The one with this is going to be false, and the one with the most words does have the gems, which is going to be that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Technically, that's going to be this one. But let's work that out. If you're true, then you are the true one, and the other two are false. Both statements written on the other boxes are false. That's false. Box with the most words does not have gems. False. So it's in here. Okay. If this were false, then well, then there has to be two true boxes. You could say there could be 0, but that's not possible. So the other two have to be true. But then that contradicts that one, so it's here. It's here. Let's do it. Hopefully I counted the words correctly. I did. Cool. Gave me a simple one. Okay, we've got a nice little loop there. Annoyingly the shop is on that loop, but whatever. Yeah, I'm probably not going to have to go back to it, am I? And we do have a second way into the house at the moment, which is good. Have we done the boiler room at the top? Blue memos. No, we have not. No, we have not. I could just chapel. This is chapel, sure. Oh, we can look at the see if death's around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, there's only 7 here. There's that one up there, and then 3, 3. Is death behind there? Is death covered up by the sun? I could believe that. Can I see any indication of there being... Actually, no, I think those are just like sun rays. I think it's just like a sun pattern behind there. Kind of like up there, the lines at the outside. It's the Mount Holly one. So no, I don't think death is in here. But then it did say on the room thing, is watched over by 8 degenerate angels depicted in stained glass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's definitely implying that there is one there, right? And it would be death, but I didn't see a scythe. Or anything scythe-like. Do we have to somehow see that? Can we lower this at some point? It does look like some kind of mechanism that might go up or down. Maybe. I'm not sure. Okay. We'll leave it for now. I do keep saying I don't get the locksmith very often, but you know what's more important than keys? Is it money? No. Is it key? No. Is it gem? No, it's Swinburne. This way we go. That's I mean, I don't need the gems. I was gonna say the gems would be nice, but I mean, they would be nice, but I don't really need them. And the extra doors are good. So box in hallway. Maybe the dining room, to be honest, although nursery's also good for steps, but that's good for doors. But then we've got that way to go. Let's just do the nursery. Just realised I was pointing with my hands when I said that way. I was pointing over to the left. Can none of you see that? I don't know why you don't understand what I'm saying. Over that way. Okay. Ooh, we could workshop. Or we could pantry. I kind of want to get down to this space if I can, at least a little bit. Oh, sledgehammer. I almost missed that. Like, it's just like some bit in the back of my mind was like, didn't you just see a sledgehammer? And I did. Okay, is there anything I want to make? I can't currently make the Bernie thing, but we might get the Bernie thing from the other thing, the armory. Where was the other one? It was in the entrance hall. Let's just go back now. Just spend all this money. And all these steps. Treasure chest. Well, treasure map. Okay. I'll write that down in a second, if I remember in a second. Treasure. It's up in the top left somewhere. I'll make my way towards it and hopefully we'll stumble into it. Okay. Yeah, this way. Pick the lock. Okay, I guess we could do it now. Sure. We have no keycard today, so actually this is sensible for that reason as well. Lower this. Unlocked. Back. Then security menu. Swan song. We will check this as well while we're here, just in case. Nothing new. So that was on the 20th. So that was yesterday. Okay, it's the day after my birthday. Wait, did I read that yesterday and not realize that it said the date? I swear I was like, "Ooh, I wonder what day it is." Did I do that? I don't know. Maybe. It's possible I just didn't notice. Or it's possible I'm misremembering what I did. Okay, what should we do? Let's gain the star. Have we ever done the add 3 aquariums? That seems silly. Seems very silly. But while stars are there, I'm taking the stars. Now normally that's not going to happen that much. That might. Probably not that much. I think this is more likely to happen more. Okay. And maybe we'll find a key card and then we'll turn the security up and then it'll happen even more. Tunnel. Interesting. It's such a weird room. I guess we could turn that way. Are we just not using the first column of the house? Oh, it's the lab. I don't really care about it. I wish I could defend against this. Maybe we should do a random room. Maybe we should do a tunnel. I mean, I've seen it end there. Have I seen it just like end? I think I have, haven't I? That's probably a silly thing to do, right? That's probably silly. I'm gonna do it. Who says I can't be silly? Well, I get a dig spot, at least. Hooray. Salty turnip. Yeah, okay. Maybe like making a really long path with that leads to something. It seems plausible. I'd quite like to go that way, actually. I suppose turning left isn't terrible because there's a good chance of drawing a 3-door room there. So let's just do this. I mean, there's a very good chance because I can basically just infinitely redraw at the moment. So yeah, it's going to be fine. I think we're quite... It might be there or there that the treasure thing is. Okay, I guess we'll do this. And there's an item. Hooray, a very good one. Is that a security door? I see. So it is. So utility closet, I guess, unless we find a card at some point soon. I would have gained a star already, or maybe even 2. Let's go this way. Oh, I can't. Literally just determined that I can't go that way. Yeah, I guess I'll get that. No, this is pickupable, that is. And it's saltable. Woo! Is there anything I want to prism? Could get the furnace. I think for now I will not. Conference room. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is actually a problem. What's beeping? Where are you? You. This is actually a problem. However, it's not, because we can just go to the foundation the other way. I guess that's what we're doing. I don't really have a choice, do I? Hopefully we can connect in the other direction. Okay, well, a weird little layout we've got going on today. It's at least fun that even when like the days are feeling a little bit like samey, there's like just something about the way we're like drawing the rooms changes and makes it feel a bit different. Is there anything else I want to do before leaving? I don't think so. Oh, we don't have the keycard, so no, we can't go to the foundation. Where's the treasure map? Yep, there. Do we have a problem? Now wishing that I had made this turn this way. Is there a workshop item that can reduce the problem? I don't think I can make a keycard in the workshop. I think I'm stuck. Despite reducing the security level, a whole bunch of security doors just popped up. I didn't get any of my stars. I think that's it. I think that's it. All right, let's just call it a day. Let's just call it a day and start another one. Didn't get the treasure. Did open the boxes. Well, what a sad little layout we've got there. A rustic villa. 2 days in one. 55. So many days. Can't believe how long I've been playing this game. So much longer than most games I play. Like also individually each video is like a lot longer. Or generally quite a lot longer than most of the games I play. This game is involved. Okay, what will we get outside today? It's the same set, in exactly the same order. I'm going to do this then. Okay, the showroom. Interesting. So it's not always the case that there's like something to go to there, like with the shrine dude in it. Anything worth buying right now? Like maybe I should just buy this right now. It'd be very cool to have it the whole time. In fact, that and the silver spoon. Or that and the... I might just buy stuff. Let's just do it. I mean, I could just get the moon pendant right now. I'm probably going to buy it anyway at some point. I'll be able to buy less stuff in the shop when I get there, though. But I'll be able to buy that stuff eventually anyway. No, let's leave it like that. We can get the moon pendant later since it's not useful. I'm going to write it down. Moon pendant. But we should be fine for steps now. And drafting will be very easy with the compass. Okay, cool. Cool. I spent 64 coins, didn't I, on this shrine? I wonder if I got a different number of days. You get a different number of days depending on how much you end up spending on the thing. Maybe it scales up with the cost. We need keys. No, let's keep things going. Anything in here? Okay, this is feeling familiar, except this was a drawing room last time. Let's do the morning room. Box in the morning room. No item in here, that's sad. Except the box, I guess. Box. Morning. To the storeroom. You know why? Why? Because of the swine boat. That cushion looks like you could open it or something. I guess they all look like that. Okay, off we go. Take all my money. When was the last time I read this? Is there any erosion in this? Unveils. Which I think we've seen in a few places, but do I have it in my new erosion pages? No, I don't. Okay. Ovin. Never. Which we know is of is towards north. Nev is new or start of. And awry, did I have any theories about that? We've seen it a lot. Oh no, we got that future. So it's obviously something like... What does it mean towards north? Or start of? Towards start of. No, that's not what it is. It is towards north. That start of is over there. Because like the towards north might actually mean like ascend. Like ascend. Start of future. What's the start of the future now? Tomorrow? I think we already know tomorrow, or like at least morning. Okay, towards north, new future. I don't know how like literally to take it, or to take it also like kind of read between the lines of what it might mean. Interesting place for the aquarium, but sure, why not? Why not? Dig spot in aquarium. Dig in aqua. It is a hallway, so sure. Hey. Hello? Were you there before? You probably were. You were quite hard to see, I guess. It's a good job I just got a metal detector. I can rotate. Let's rotate. Perfect time to rotate. Let's go for the observatory. 53 stars. Of course it's that thing and it's a slice. So I think basically after 50 you get like that thing and then whatever you would have got at 3, for example, or at 4 tomorrow, or 5 for the next one. Seems that way at least. Okay. Rotate, get the shop. Shovel. We'll get the magnifying glass as well because it can come in handy. Other things will wait. Okay. Yeah, it's parlor. So 2 statement boxes again. Both these statements are true. The gems are in this box. Okay, well it's simple if it is true. The gems are not in the blue box. The gems are not in the black box. Okay. Gems are in the box with a false statement. Both statements on the blue box are true. Okay. Let's begin with that then. Let's say it is true. If the top one's true, then the bottom one's true. And so the gems are in there. Then, what does that mean about this one? That has to be false. Because they're in the statement, the gems are in the box with only true statements in this circumstance. Both statements on the blue box are true, so that has to be true. So then the other one has to be false. False, does that work out? Gems are not in the blue box. No, it doesn't work out. Okay, so there we go. It's not that option. And it can't be false. So it can't be true false, but it can be false at the top and then either true or false at the bottom. So if it's false true, then they're in here. Let's go to this one next. The gems are in the box of the false statement. True, because they're in the blue, because of the true statement at the bottom here. Both statements on the blue box are true. That's false. Okay, and then that fails as well, because we've got 2 mixed statements, whereas we definitely need a wholly true and a wholly false one. Okay, so it must be false, false. So they are not in here. The top one I don't know yet. Both statements on the blue box are true. That's definitely false. So then this one's going to have to be the true true. Which is not in the blue box, they're not in the black box, so they're in here. Okay, and that makes this one false. And that's fine. So I think they're in here. Hey. Cool. I certainly have a process for that stuff. Sure. Or we could rotate. Let's rotate the boiler room. Or we could save the boiler room because we haven't done it at the top yet. Yeah, let's save it. Do I want to go explore at the bottom a bit more? Maybe. There might be something in here though. There is. There's even this in here. Get it away from me. Never want to see it again. Oh, tick. Great. We don't have a smashy thing, do we? No. Not yet. Sure, corridor. Shall we tunnel all the way to the foundation? And at least we'll get to see what 3 tunnels looks like, which we haven't done so far. Sure. It might not be different in any way, but it's worth testing. Broken lever, cool. We might also get a dig spot in every single one. Tunnel. It also feels appropriate that we'd ended the... Ooh, maybe the rewards get better in every one. Interesting. I was going to say, it feels appropriate that these tunnels would lead to the foundation. Okay, oh gosh, that's doubled. Box in tunnel. I thought there was something above me. It's just a light. Tunnel. Does it get more and more extreme? No. Okay. So maybe there's just some chance it might have a lot of stuff in it. It might just be based on the garden, like the soil quality stuff, maybe. Well, it's not a green room, so I don't know about that actually. Okay, well we're here. What a weird start to the day. Just tunneling all the way to the foundation. Right. Should I go back? I probably should. I probably should. Or should I try and get all the way to the antechamber? Although, how's that going to work? I probably should work my way up these 2 sides. This is a very odd layout, isn't it? Okay, we're heading back. It's a good job we've got that silver spoon. Well, this is a weird view. Okay. How far can we wiggle? I mean, I guess with this, we can probably wiggle quite far. Let's get security out of the way, I guess. As if I would want it facing that way, come on. So we don't have the thing today, so low. Although it didn't save us last time, did it? Unlocked. Wait, I have changed it, right? Yes, yep. Maybe I made a mistake last time. Like maybe I didn't confirm it or something. Or maybe I was just unlucky. And we should check the bulletin board again, whatever it's called. Staff thingy. Staff announcements. Nothing new. Come on, staff, I want to hear from you. Maybe today's the day we do it. I don't know if I want to. I don't think I want to. I think I'd rather do that. That's just, I don't know. I don't care about this one very much. Maybe I should just stop doing experiments. Then, I mean, the stars are good. Nah, I should do them for the stars and for the allowance. Even though I'm getting diminishing returns on those things, kind of, sort of. Could like see if we can do a furnace freezer situation. Like leave this space. Again, it doesn't need to be right next to it, but being close by could be good. And like we try and get all the other red rooms out of the way. It'd be good to have the good to have the armory so we can at least block a red room. But we have the silver spoon. We're gonna see what happens. We've got a furnace. Why not do something a bit wacky? Let's go to the other side. And then like we'll do stuff that might increase the chances of getting a freezer. For example, something. The solarium. It is still, I haven't made it really likely, have I? No, it's rare, super rare. That'd be a nice one to get in the conservatory. Okay. Oh gosh, yeah, that's going to be a problem. Okay. Suddenly regretting my choices. Hello. I will steal your money. And then spend it on your things. Will I though? Is that one really better? Let's do a bit of gambling, why not? I think I know why not. Oh, good job, snake. If you catch a snake, you get 3. Okay. I mean, there's still like a... Oh, gosh, okay. Yes, I'll take that. Nice. I was going to say, it's still very unlikely I'd make any money from this, but... it's actually very likely. It turned out it was 100% likely, in fact, because it happened. And the universe is deterministic. Oh. Give me a 3 coins. Oh. So I get for 3 crowns? Nothing. Okay. So I'd actually want to... Yeah, screw that. Oh, cool. I'll just take it. Unlikely to fix that. Why am I doing this? I'm not like saving up for anything. Give me a coin. Give me a coin. Yay. Why am I doing this? I have literally no reason to do it. Let's go away. Okay. Yeah, I guess so. guess so. Have I ever seen this room with light coming into it? Wow, it feels completely different. Guess we'll get 2 rare items and lose something. I bet we lose our silver spoon or our ornate compass. Uh-oh. Oh, shovel. Could be worse. We've got repellent. Press X in any room in your house to use. Starting tomorrow, the floor pan will be removed from the house and draftable for 1 week. That's actually kind of cool in terms of like getting rid of like a terrible red room. Interesting. Interesting. I have to be in that room though. Intriguing. Do you say Kororika on you? You a clue? When are we going to need to know the statue names? The angel names? Presumably at some point. Wow, okay. At least I can rotate. Could archives. I kind of did this to myself. Let's do the gymnasium though, right? Sure. Uh-oh. It's happening again. It is happening again. Oh, every time I walk in here. Okay. Understood. Understood. Can I just win back? Oh, I could use my broken lever on here. Is it better? Is it really better? Maybe it is. It must be. Otherwise, why would it be... Why would it require a broken lever? Can I buy a shovel again? Oh. Guess not. Wait, so what do I do now? I guess I walk to the foundation if I'm still planning to leave the the space next to the furnace for later. Although I also would need to get the what's it called? Something to light the stuff in the... Something to make a flame. The armory, I guess, or the workshop. I might just accept this. Risky, but is this like a full... Oh, that one opened at least. I mean, I guess of course it would because it's connected. I'm doing some risky drafting today, aren't I? So yeah, okay, those are all locked, despite the security being low. It's all going to go wrong again in a second, isn't it? I guess I could just rotate this so that... Because like, we've already got doors going that way. I know they're like... not the best kind of doors, but... I think I'd rather set this... Why am I even bothering the dark room now? Let's just do the office. Go that way. Yeah? Yeah, okay. Should be fine. Do I never think about what I'm doing with this. Like, I don't know if I care that much about it. Let's just leave it until maybe a day where I do care. Because that, like, it lasts... It's done for the entire week at that point, so it feels serious. Any clues in here about, like, Kororika or Nuance? Hello? Oh, hello. Be nice if some of these models and things were, like... like little things from souvenirs from the different realms. Well, I wanted the solarium, but not here. And definitely not that either. So we're going to rotate the trophy room, I think. Yeah. Anything on the floor? No. That's the last key as well. Uh-oh. Not feeling super confident about this. Well, I could get more keys, but then what? Can you ever get a key card in there? I don't think so. Oh gosh, where am I hoping this will go? Oh, I keep forgetting about rank 8 as well. I do want to try and get there. But I keep failing to get a key card. I really should get the break room and maybe just like invest in next time, really. I was gonna say I'm gonna get the archives, but maybe not. No, Rumpus room. Like I've had such trouble getting to rank 8 that I've sort of forgotten about it being a thing. Hey, Salt. Pretty hard to see. Oh, we do still have security. Okay. We don't have many steps though, do we? We have salts. What a day. What a day. Or the 2 days, really. This is what I get for doing weird and risky things. It's the money from the office. More money from the office in exactly the same place. I can't open this because I don't have a key. Or a sledgehammer. The other kind of key. The brute force key. Okay, well, I mean, I've still got a fair few steps, so there's a decent chance I can still keep going for a while, maybe. Could aim to get... What do I need these steps, really? I need the blue room. Anything else good for steps? Not really. I guess bedrooms. I could force a bedroom, maybe. But, well, I mean, but will I get one that's got good stuff, and will it face the right direction? Ugh. Or should I random draw, or what should I do? I could do a random draw with that, or a force thing with that. I guess let's get a bedroom, and I can rotate it, I guess. Hopefully we get one that actually gives steps. Well, I guess one that's a dead end. No. I guess we'll get the boudoir. We don't have the sleeping mask. We don't have the thing that gives us 8 steps for every bedroom. This is going great. I've made some excellent choices today, folks. Brilliant choices. Oh, great. Oh, we have a dig in the... Oh no, we did that already. Yep. We could go buy the moon pendant. The master key wasn't in there, was it? I don't think so. So locked door, 2 keycard doors. Were there keys in there? There might have been keys in there, actually. Whoops. I should write that down. Now it's going to be too late because I've actually got to get there. So in fact, I might end up making the decision to just head to the thing outside. In fact, can I even get there? Ugh. What was I thinking? Sorry, a second ago? I literally have just forgotten what I was just thinking about. Keys in the shop, but I'll have the steps left, so what good is that? So I might as well try and get to the thing. 1, 2, I think I die either way. Amazing. Wait, all these hallways don't count as extra steps, do they, right now? So I could... what? Nothing. Oh, I messed up. It's the red rooms. I forced a red room there myself. Also, I guess I filled in a bunch of spaces with just tunnels, which maybe wasn't the most sensible thing, but I had to see what it did. I had to see what it did. Will anything good happen? No. I'm not going to carry anything over to tomorrow because I'm going to run out of steps trying to get to this place. No. Let me please just buy the moon pen. I could have bought it when I was here earlier. No. Quick, run. Wait, there's stuff in here. Okay. Well, we don't often do that, exhaust ourselves. Well, that was 2 wonderful days. Let's maybe not be so reckless with drafting. I guess I wanted to find out how reckless I could be. And the answer is not that reckless, honestly. Right, maybe this foundation positioning is like screwing me over somehow. Anyway, see you next time, folks. And yeah, I'll be better, okay? Alright, goodbye.